But Geralt, on his way down, stops by the Seven Cats Inn. And by sheer chance, by sheer luck, or sheer crappy luck, he finds himself ensnared in evil's first soft touches. When Geralt later told me about the story which began at the Seven Cats Inn notice board, he mentioned he had felt drawn to that place, as if some strange, undefined force wanted him to appear there on that day and at that time. I didn't give this remark a second thought until I heard the tale to its conclusion, and realised its beginning had been no accident. Yes, of course. So Geralt, on his way down from Novigrad, finally, after having got back from Skellige and touched up on a few things, was on his way to Velen, to Crow's Perch. Yet on his way out of Novigrad and into the slums and ghettos surrounding it, he did happen to stop by the Seven Cats Inn, drawn there, allured. I wonder if that strange sense of being drawn there is magical in the sense that his medallion would have vibrated, would have hummed. I don't know. Either way, this part of the tale, of the story, is essential to my tale as Geralt of Rivia. I'm nervous about its next step because of the way the leveling's going, but I am confident that it is the right thing to do for the story I want to tell. For as long as I'm Geralt of Rivia, really. Let's check this notice board. See what's drawn us here so innocently.
Wanted. Cradle, used but unworn. Need a bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Willing to trade a leaky pot for a cart? Who writes these notices?
A bow to accompany me to a friend's wedding. Is it signed by anyone?
Need a witcher?
Any bloke willing to kill a monster, which you would do.
Monster? What kind?
Big, bad, ugly, squats in the sewers. If you're interested, drop by the Garren estate. Ask for Olgierd von Everek. He's the one ordered this posted.
Olgierd von Everek. Hey, I have a feeling I should know which one this one is. This is for later. Although I won't be able to read it again, will I? In fact, no, I'm going to keep that on the notice board and just pull it off later. Hey, a rune write upon your shores has landed. To my fellows from the world's other bosom, vast seas have I crossed to reach this, your most fascinating land, to learn the names of the animals which in it dwell, of the plants which in it grow, and most of all, you, its folk. Ravenous waves devoured the tools of my art, yet the rune wright's labour does not with his hands end. This is really messing me about, is the syntax here. For he endlessly strives the world to explore, its mysteries to comprehend. Thus, if you wish to stay a while and converse with a traveller from far off afar, I invite you to my tent, which I have pitched by a mill near the village named Brunwich. Praise be the world and its never-ending creation. I'll bear that in mind. A rune write, eh? About time I can actually get some useful glyphs on my armour, I suppose. Although it may cost me a lot of money. Hey, this matter's a delicate one, so I ask any potential candidates to maintain discretion. My friend's found herself a man and they're set to get married soon. Problem is, I've no beau of my own to take to her wedding. If any intelligent, amusing, handsome, none too old or none too young man, owning at least one decent-looking frock or robe, is interested in accompanying me to her wedding ceremony and the feast to follow, I'd be most thoroughly obliged. In exchange, I can offer a few hours of good fun and good conversation with a lass that dances with the best of them. Alcohol will also be provided. A bashful, anonymous, beseeching an escort. I see. P.S. If you're counting on taking me straight to the feast, from the feast to the alcove, be warned I'm a graduate of the ladies' self-defense courses put on by the Redanian army. But make a good impression, and I might agree to let you court me properly. Take that one too. Cradle wanted, and I think you willing to trade leaky pots. And finally, let it be known that old Geert von Everett shall pay a generous reward in gold, jewels, and movable goods, subject to negotiation, to any man who descends into the Octenvert sewers and kills the beast which has infested them and taken to murdering the innocent, with an especial predilection for young maids. The task is best suited for a battle-hardened individual, a soldier, or possibly a witcher. He will not run at the sight of drowners, for the sewers are chock full of such nuisances. For more information, inquire at the Garen estate to the northeast of Novigrad. Ask for Olgierd von Everett. I see. Clear these out. Enchanting startup costs. Well, where's Roach? Thaler's wagon. Come on, Roach. We gotta go places. How far is this away? Go see Olgierd von Everett about the contract.
Whoa there.
Honestly? Where else? Is that where the rune right is? Ooh, I am tempted. I'll tell you what, I'm going to stop by the Garen estate, and then I'm going to head over to Brunwich. And then to the rune right. That's a good idea, actually. As long as I'm in the area, I can explore for the first time, can't I? Get to know Brunwich and get to know the rune right. I have 40k. Kind of appeared out of nowhere. Quite impressed myself, actually. I hadn't even sold all my swords in the stash. I'm still keeping a bunch of rare swords there, which I even dismantle for later. Or I'm going to sell. Like, if I get to 2 swords, the vendors there have, like, a ridiculous amount of money. There's some vendors there which have, like, 10 grand just ready to buy any old trinkets you have with. But as for my 40 grand here, I suppose if I decide to fork up anything to purchase something off the rune right, it'll be money well spent. Finally get some decent runes. Something that may help me with my adventure in Evil's first soft touches anyway in Hearts of Stone. Because it is going to be quite the uphill battle. I fear there's going to be a lot of premonitions of death. Hey, was that the... I'm pretty sure that was the place where I left the kids. You were hunting and stealing the chickens one by one. Wearing wolf's feet. Was it wolf's feet? I think so. I just heard one of them call that old woman Gran. As I've said before, and I'll probably say again later, you take all the happy endings you possibly can in this world, because there isn't a lot of them. And they always seem to be happening to someone else. Which I have no problem with that. Well, objectively anyway. Invested in the characters, not so much. Trader, probably going to ignore me or just have absolutely nothing on him. So the Garen Estates. Olgierd von Everett. Should I know that name? No, I don't think so. But it sounds like if he's got someone posting notices on his behalf, he must at least be a little bit of someone, but at the same time, if he had an estate, wouldn't it be called the Von Everett Estate, not the Garen Estate? Is he and his band of merry men and women...
Slow now.
Have they started squatting in someone else's estate?
Hi, mate! Your mug's not familiar. What is it you want?
Looking for Olgierd von Everett.
Ah, that'll be inside.
Okay.
Olgierd von Everec. I'm looking for him.
None here by that name.
Yeah, first and foremost, I imagine he probably would be here, but I'm not going to say that just now. First of all, I want to know exactly who you are. Who are you to Olgierd, exactly?
Can't help wondering. Who are you?
Who do we look like?
A crew of cutthroats? Or a band of former soldiers who got lucky?
Ah, but that's where you err. 'Cause we're sons of nobles, all.
And daughters.
So, gonna tell me who you are, precisely?
The Redanian Free Company. The Wild Ones, folk call us. Owing to the boar in our coat of arms.
I see. And Olgierd, where will I find him?
I was told I'd find Olgierd von Everec here.
Someone's made an arse of you, brother.
So maybe you can make up for that and help me, brother.
Something tells me you and me have got different mums.
All right, Ungus, you've had your fun. I'm Olgierd. Tell me, what brings you here?
No, I'm all geared.
You? Not likely. I'm all geared.
Okay, that wasn't as funny. Bunch of idiots, amusing really, but I'm really on here on business. Moral high ground time.
You folk are a hoot and all, and I'd love to stay for more laughs, but time's short.
Whoa, shit just got serious.
Hear about the monster in the sewers. Seems Olgierd von Everec offered a bounty on it.
Shit was serious from the start. Goes without saying with a Witcher.
How's that?
The purge you lot of emotion. It's why you're all stiff. Hey? You think they shoved a long pike up your arse?
All right, Master Witcher. Jests are done. Whether the good bit as it is, I'm impressed. Come on, I'll take you to Olgierd.
Thank you. Leading. Glad it only took a few minutes. We were going to be here for much longer than... Maybe we won't take it in such good humour.
What do they call you?
Geralt of Rivia.
And the
Bit
Gwent
of
tournament, I'm
advice,
Gerard
Geralt
of Rivia.
Once you meet Olgierd, try and pique his interest.
I gotta pique his interest? He's the one wants a monster dead.
Yeah.
Aye, but he don't need you to kill it. So, you want this job? You gotta grab his attention. And he's one to get bored mighty quick.
Uh-huh. Well, we'll see about that.
Ottoman, sir. You've a guest.
Do you know what types of sculptures fetch the best prices?
Ataman.
Statues of deities, busts of kings, and nudes. And what have we here? A naked wench. What do you think of her?
Oh, God. Sculpture's not my field of expertise, gotta admit I like it. Guns works myself rather talk about the notice. I'd say, as much as I personally like to entertain 2 or 3 here, it's a toss-up between 1 and 4. I don't really recall any time Geralt of Rivia has been interested in sculpture. Maybe Dandelion might have commented once upon a time on those kind of arts. Though, honestly, he's not exactly cultured in it. Sculpture's not my field of expertise. To be honest, I've wasted enough time here already. An Ataman, he's an Ataman. Huh.
Too sober for that sort of conversation. Rather talk about the contract.
Ah, a man of action. Plain to see. Ooh. I used to like Botticelli. The life he could breathe into a chunk of cold stone. But I look at it now, and it seems just a rock, ideally proportioned. Not a flaw on its surface. Painfully perfect. As lifeless and boring as a boulder at the roadside.
Alright.
That's better. More interesting, at the least. Very well. And now to the matter at hand.
Please.
Let's rejoin the company. Partake of some refreshment.
Oh,
first.
for goodness sake. Ring around the roses over here, isn't it?
Ataman all-geared. Long may he live. Long live the Ataman.
Long live the Ataman! Long live the Ataman!
Come and drink with us.
Well, we haven't a choice now.
Evidently. There's a bleeding monster in the sewers, which takes a liking to young maids. And why the hell has this guy
Fetch us some
posted the
wine here,
notice?
And a nibble or two.
And which sewers are they? Novigrad or Oxenfurt? Because why on earth is a leader of the Redanian Free Company posting notices for monsters? That doesn't make any sense. Surely that's a Redanian army matter, right? Surely the garrison Oxenfurt will take care of it, or at Novigrad. It's off, is this? It's really off. But first and foremost, since you insist on partaking in some form of drinking and some nibbles, are we celebrating anything special?
This some special occasion? Or just feel like feasting?
Every occasion's special. Today we celebrate a dubbing.
Whose?
Squire Herodor's new sabre.
I've hit on a name for her. Fair Sabre, I dub thee Tradiciana.
Charming then. Finally, the contract. Let's talk about this.
Monster in the sewers. Know anything more?
I've no clue what it is. Only that it's deadly.
Right.
I'd not have bothered had my cook not become its victim. Oh, the way she prepared game had no equal.
That why she was in the sewers? To fetch game?
Nay. She went to a fair with a sister or cousin, matters not. Daft wench convinced her a prince transformed into a toad lives in the Oxenfurt sewers.
Right.
And you know women. Each craves a prince and will wade knee deep through shite to get him. Vissy was no exception in that respect. Down she went, never to return. Wasn't the first, it seems, either.
Right.
Hey! Leave her be! Is there any way to treat the Lord of the Manor's daughter?
And where is the Lord of the Manor?
Apologies. Now, where were we? Oh, yes, the contract. So, you'll check it?
And this reeks, you know. This really, really, really reeks. You've got to be... if you're offering this contract on this, you have to be personally vested in it in some way. You provided a sound alibi, so I have no means to question you right now, especially since, well, I'm the one coming here about the contract, and I'm the one who's going to get paid for it, so I'm in no position to question you right now. But if you are knowingly sending me in to a scenario where you are denying me necessary information, I am going to be I'm going to be livid about that. I really am, especially if it turns out to be a lot worse than I could possibly imagine. But we'll have to see on that front. First, let's secure a reward, an invoice of sorts.
Just one formality to resolve first. My pay.
Never you mind that. Return with the beast's head, and you'll have leave to take anything you wish from here.
Awfully generous. Still, I'd prefer to agree a specific amount.
Ooh, fine. How much would you like? 400 crowns?
450.
Agreed. And that'll be in addition to whatever memento you wish to take.
It's like, oh, thank you for letting me take a memento from here, a place which isn't even yours. Oh, fine. I'm gonna take the job. And, I'll see what I'm getting myself into.
Consider the beast gone.
Confident? Bring me its head, and the reward shall be yours.
I see. I see, indeed. The Redanian Free Company. Let's get the hell out of here. I want to go see this rune right and go see Brunwich.
papers.
Name's Geralt.
But I'm gonna call you Puss Peepers. That a problem?
Get to the point.
Yeah.
Got an offer. Potentially lucrative Puss Peepers. Someone's killed me mate. Name was Clivert. You're to figure out who did it, then cut the bugger's head off.
I'm not a hired assassin, keep talking. Seem able enough. Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Why wouldn't you do it? You're bleeding part of a free company. Free as in free to do whatever you damn well please.
Why not avenge him yourself? Seems like you all relish swinging your sabers.
Aye, we do. And if I knew who'd axed Clivert, I'd have gutted him ages ago. Thing is, I don't. But you see a lot with them Puss Peepers. You'll track him down.
Uh-huh. If only to just hear you out.
Keep talking.
Clivert dealt Fistech. A few days past, he rode to Bowden to take a delivery. Never came back.
Been there? Actually seen his corpse?
No, but Clivert was one damned reliable horseman. We was to meet. He didn't show. Can only mean he's dead. Find the bastard who did this. Find him and kill him. I'll pay top coin.
Need to think it through.
Clivert's got a scar on his forehead, not unlike yours. Spot that, you'll know it's his body.
Said I'd think about it.
Know what, Puss Peeps? One look at a bloke and I know what he's made of. You'll do what I ask. I bet anything on it. Look for me in Oxenfurt. The Alchemy Inn on the main square.
Uh-huh. Rose on a red field. Interesting. But yes, I can't resist an investigation. I'll decide what to do at the very end of it if I do happen to stroll into the path of this rose on a red field. In the meantime, however, where am I headed? Seems like cross to the main junction in front of the Garen estate and get to Bromwich that way. And further on from there, the Runeright. Hey, that's where Rose on a red field is, level 33. Okie dokie. So Bromwich first. Always nice to see a new notice board. I hadn't even visited that one though. Or maybe I have. I must have visited that one, surely. Although... oh, I don't even know anymore, do I? I don't even know anymore.
Whoa!
It's this junction. And bear left. And head east. To Bromwich. And to whatever's new there. I haven't been there yet. I haven't been this far east. It's crazy to think that you keep going east, east, east from here. You drop on the Dragon Mountains pretty soon. Or relatively soon, anyway. Is this Bromwich? Yes, it is. Excuse me. Thank you. Not a bad place either. What's the notice board? And who's that in the field? Neckers? Roach, can you just be a normal horse for once, please? Thank you. Is it really too big of an ask?
Slow now.
Notice board? Quick Willy, okay. Announcements, a levy, steer clear of Heddle, monstrous spiders. Okay, master topical, thief robber, and contract, an apprentice gone missing. Good folk, my apprentice, Falkert, has disappeared without a trace. I'm terribly worried about him, so whoever finds him and brings him back shall receive a sizable sum of Novigrad crowns. If you're interested, come to my hut on the outskirts of Oxenfurt. I know this guy. If you lose the way, ask passing peasants where the local herbalist has his practice, and they'll guide you. Without a trace. Where is that? Down there. It's level 32. More realistic. Now though, God, which way do I go around? Do I go around the bottom of there, or can I go through here and round, up and round? Oh, I don't even know. Can I go through here? Yeah, because it looks kind of interesting. What's going on here?
What's going on there?
Hey! Checkmate. Or snap. Should be snap, not checkmate. What am I on about? Okay, and what's through here? Nice houses and everything. We're strolling about the place. But it's new. I should probably have a good stroll around. If I go sprinting through on roads, God knows what I'll miss. Seems very peaceful though. The sticks of Novigrad, or being out in the sticks in Novigrad, I should probably say, is very different to being out in the sticks in Vellum. Oh God. Level 33 drowned dead. I can't afford to get hit by these guys. This really is a test. Oh, look at that. Half health gone. Look at that. Oh my God. You guys even burning? You are now. You're gonna bleeding kill me. Don't commit.
I lost your nerve.
You're fire. Good work. 3 in 1. Come on. Necrophage all. I need every help I can get, every possible assistance. Bleeding out. This really is. Have I even got the right sword? I do have the right sword. Wish that wasn't true. There we go, one down, finally. What have I gotten myself into? Even just dipping my foot in and bloody random drowning encounter. Was that lethal? Oh. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Anyway. Even in such a nice and pleasant neighborhood, that seems a bit foreboding. Hidden treasure. Whoa. Yeah, I can see why now. Crypt key and a pastoral diary of Father Gladefried. The journal is covered in blood, heavily damaged, and only the last page can be made out. My wanderings for the fire's glory next took me to preach to Brunwich, the village curled round a lake. And lo and behold, what did the most holy flames illuminate for me there? A hive of hardened heathens, too lost in sin to lift a cursed finger to care for the earth of the eternal fire. Filled with divine wrath, I asked them, "Why is your chapel in such a sorry state? Is your cemetery all covered in weeds?" Their response? "Ghosts, curses fall upon the hallowed ground." They blame it on the alderman's wife, say she went mad from riches and illegible fragments, and ever since that tragedy, chapel's laying in ruins, with no one daring to go near. So, the task falls on me to guide these foolish lost sheep back onto the righteous path and away from the rubbish they believe. I intend to enter the chapel alone, armed only with a torch of the eternal fire to light my path, and see what lurks within. Bit of an irony of you taking a torch of the eternal fire and you've been absolutely roasted. What other quest is this? 36. I'll put that on the back burner. 11 levels my senior. Even some drowners give me trouble. Okay, let's go see this rune right. From a fear of all places. So, I'm interested to see exactly how he got here and what he thinks. It's nice to get an outsider's view on how we do things.
Might you be interested in the moment to chat?
Yes, but are you the rune right, or are you just a rune right's in there? We can have a chat though.
You're a long way from Ophir.
A long way, and with dangers fraught. But in our homeland, they say, in risk, there is honor.
Got a ring to it. Not true in my experience, though. Face plenty of risks. Honor, not so much.
Because risk issues from intent. Important is this intent. The long passage I brave to admire the unknown and bring glory to myself and my liege. The world we must explore. Virgin lands discover. New knowledge garner among our brothers than to spread. For is there in life a beauty greater than to admire the new? To stand in awe of the never-ending creation of the world?
That mean I've landed in a camp of explorers and philosophers?
Indeed. Your customs we come to observe, knowledge to exchange, and goods, naturally, to trade.
Right then, fine horse you've got, apparently. Willing to tell me about your homeland? Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Your homeland. Be glad to hear some tales about it if you've got the time.
If time you have. For of my home I could speak until your ears withered, and your legs fail you. What here they call Ophir, in truth, is many diverse polities and peoples. A land it is of vast steppes, mountains forbidding, lakes clear as crystal, and wild lands untouched. A land of fallen empires, kingdoms at their peak, and tribes that know no monarchs, yet remember in myth a time when the world was young.
You call any of these lands home?
Yes, a town with towers to make Nilfgaard weep with envy. Of philosophers, doctors, mathematicians, and mages an enclave. But about these last you should, my friend, interrogate, for one among them is he, a rune-wright.
I'll make it a point to talk to him.
I definitely do want to talk to him. A fine horse you've got. If I have a feeling this is going to end in a horse race, but I need to ask you anyway. But first, I want to see what you got.
What did you bring from Ophir? Mind if I have a look?
Ooh, Gwent cards. Francesca Finderbat. Another Eridim one. And Gaunt Odim. Darkness. I shall take that. What crossbow is that? An Ophiri crossbow. You know what? It's new, it's interesting. Ophiri saddlebags. How expensive are they? I don't know. Actually, can I compare to what I've got on now? Ah. So it's exactly the same, yet I kind of want to try those out, you know. A Fiery Blinders too. Tell you what. Colour me intrigued, that's why. What can I sell you real quick? There we go. Paid quite a bit to get that Fiery stuff, but now he's got virtually nothing.
Our craftsman's goods. You see worth in them?
Quite a bit, I'd say.
Okay. What's this about?
These are nothing compared to what I could offer had I not lost my prize diagrams.
How'd you lose them?
To thieves. In our travels, I and my companions surprise attacked by local ruffians were. The diagrams, they're lost.
Oh dear.
I bemoan not so much as I do one of my comrades. Killed in the violence.
Unfortunately, yeah, well, you can't really look into this. No, I can. Well, I was just going to say it's unfortunate that, well, you've gotten a Novigrad welcome, shall we call it.
See if I can't find your diagrams. Recover them for you.
These instructions, when followed, produce items worthy of a king.
Tell me where you were attacked, remember?
A crossroads, not far. Forgive me. For this area I know poorly. The detailed directions I cannot provide. North of the spot stood a residence, near a ruin.
Should be able to find it.
I know where there's a ruin near here. I can't remember the name of it though. It's Philbert Alhart's hideout. It's here to the far east. I don't know if you're picking the same place though. Okay, apparently you got a fine horse. I want to see where this conversation goes. Hopefully it doesn't shoehorn me into a horse race. If I get the option of declining it, I'm definitely going to decline it.
Quite the mount you've got.
Ah, yes. A loyal friend I have in Babietza, and she is wiser than many a man. Countless races we have won together.
So, an explorer and a jockey in one.
From where I come, small children ride, and not a gathering is by a horse race not crowned.
I see. Up for a horse race? No. Farewell.
Take care now.
Go, and in the world glory, its never-ending creation be praised. Farewell.
Right, the room right. From off Fier's distant shores. Let's check where I've got... Okay, so that's the Cursed Chapel. Where is... Okay, Fier's distant shores. Quite a few of those. Oh, actually, and that's the creature from Oxenford Forest as well. Okay, so it seems as if a bunch of these quests which I've just picked up are leading me to the south along this river here. But there's also Rose and a Red Field to the west. First, let's get dry in here. You are supposedly... Are you alright? Yeah, you're fine. You are supposedly a runewright. Is that true?
Greetings.
Greetings, and praise the world in its never-ending creation.
Don't take this the wrong way, but honestly, world doesn't deserve much praise.
Nordlings. Disagreeable always. Faces crinkled, soured, ready to quibble to death even a simple greeting. Aha! But my tongue now has soured, while you for trade have come. Sadly, I can forge for you nothing. My belongings, tools inclusive, all lost.
You too, huh? Were they stolen, or what happened? Well, actually, first, what's your trade? A runewright? Not just runes, is it? Is it glyphs? And what exactly do they entail? Because, I'm gonna have a tough time on the road which I've tracked out for myself, and I need all the assistance I can get.
You a craftsman, or a mage?
Your tongue has no word to fit my trade. A scholar and artisan I am. Part craftsman, part mage. Gematria, runecraft. Familiar to you are these words?
Yeah.
No. Runecraft seems pretty self-explanatory, though.
True, though my craft further ventures. Runes and glyphs I first make, then arrange into powerful magic words. Great practical applications as my art. For rune stones properly forged in a sword set so as to form a magic word, the blade more power grant than rune stones set haphazardly. Such words, too, can of glyphs be made and set in armor.
Right, that's what I was after. Let me help you recover what you've lost. Is it actually a matter of recovering something, or...?
Listen, folks sometimes hire me to solve their problems. Even retrieved a missing item or two in my time.
For me, this you cannot do. I sailed upon a great ship. It sank, and my instruments took to the sea's dark depths.
Buying replacements not an option?
Of my own design they were, specially forged. A fortune it cost to make them. And all the coin that with me I had brought lies now in the murky abyss with my instruments.
Right, so we might be able to help each other, apparently.
Seems your skills could be useful to me. Given that, I'd be happy to help you out. What do you say I get you the coin you need? Could pay me back in runes and glyphs.
Is it certain, your offer? A great sum I require. Tools of great expense I need to make even the simplest glyph. I make no mention of the more advanced or master-crafted.
Rest easy. Got a feeling this will be a good investment.
Oh, as long as you're confident, Geralt, because, well, $5,000 to start. Your art, you talk about it's like a religion. Okay, well, tell you what, let's talk about it some more, and then I'm probably gonna have to front this money. $5,000, what after that? 10, then 15? Ugh, I can afford it, but it's still no easy amount of money to part with, is it?
Way you talk about your art, sound more like a man of faith than scholarship.
Faith and scholarship for you lie in conflict. Yet in my land, holy men are scholars. Wisdom, their source of esteem.
The Ophiri believe in any gods?
From region to region, this varies. Raised I was to believe in one god, the world. Symbols are God's speech. To study his words is to draw nearer to him.
Symbols, meaning runes and glyphs.
Mere signs are these. An attempt by men imperfect to describe the world. Yet a magic to them there is, and from God all magic issues. When runes I create, when into words I arrange them, this is prayer. And when into swords I enchant them, that is my benediction.
I see, so that may as well be a religion to you then. What brought you to our lands?
Can't help but wonder what brings you to our lands.
A simple thing. For knowledge, a thirst.
Even in times like these?
All he could, my mentor had taught me. The tongues of our lands I'd learned. Of all our plants and animals, I know the names.
Risked that long a journey to learn new words?
A life of plenty I would have lived at home, for the beauty and import of my art are respected. But such a life would be unfulfilled. Great and diverse is the world, for a pace continues its creation. A riddle it is, which through symbols speaks. The world's tongue to learn I wish, the signs by which it speaks to discover, their syntax to master. Through this, to learn the principles of creation.
I see. Funny you speak of syntax or word order. It seems you speak like you speak with the word order of your mother tongue, yet just swap out the words with our common tongue here. It's funny as that. There's one way to grasp the language anyway. I have some coin for you for your startup costs. $5,000, is that okay?
Got some coin on me. This enough?
Start it is.
I figured as much.
Costly craft.
Yet the costs do not end with coin. Need I shall also a jade stone of size substantial.
Oof.
See what I can do.
Enchanting quality has its price. Find a pickaxe. Where the hell's the... Where is the pickaxe up here? Ah, there we go. Okie dokie. And acquire a hunk of jade.
Likely to find some small jade deposits northeast of Novigrad.
Let's put that to the test. Whereabouts? So they're over here, are they? Right then, so I'll be able to take care of that in one fell swoop. What's a level 32 quest? That's level 32. And that's level 33. Okay. So it's not that far-fetched. That's level 32. Talk to the herbalist. Okay. Honestly, looking at... I think I might head south now. Honestly, I think I might head south along the river and bump into the place where a fiery merchant was attacked. In fact, I think I'm more inclined at this point to go head straight to the herbalist down by Oxenfurt. That's level 32 quest as well. I just think, obviously there's the main quest, but I know I'm going to be running into a lot of drowners and such there. There's a 5-level barrier. If I want to get to level 32, I need to be level 27. I just think a level 32 side quest is probably going to be a better prospect right now than level 32 main quest. We'll have to see on that front though. And on my way down there, I'm going to pass down the river anyway, so if I do run into anything, I run into anything.
Want to try my luck there.
So, should I grab Roach? Oh, Roach has new stuff. Let me put them on. Where are I hiding them? They're in here? I can never really remember where they are. Yeah, a Fiery Saddlebags and a Fiery Blinders. I'm probably going to miss a lot of these, to be honest. I like the unpick stuff. I really do. I just wonder how... So I suppose the saddlebags are just a different colour scheme, which is okay, I suppose.
Whoa!
Do the blinders blend with the coat it's got on?
Whoa there, Roach.
I suppose they do in a sense, but I don't know.
Move it.
Come on now.
I have to make my mind up, I think.
Faster.
Yeah, anyway, let's shadow the river south. See what the hell we bump into on the way to Without a Trace. Which is, talk to the herbalist. An apprentice has gone missing, supposedly. I wonder at what point he decided that those that his apprentice was actually missing. 24 hours? 48? 72? A week? Because the difference between 24 and 48 hours is tragic by itself. The Von Everett estate. You wind it. Oh, okay, so he actually does. Oh, what the hell is he doing in the Kaer estate? Not really selling himself too well to me at the minute. And you do start to get the feeling that you aren't being kept in the dark. As to what? I can't really imagine as to what. Bandit camp. And a hut. What bandits are these going to be? I'll tell you, these are going to be at level 35. They bloody well are. Charming. My man's venom. Let's see how well I do.
Witness me, boss.
I just can't afford to get hit. I'm barely going to get bleeding damage. Oh, God.
Come on, Roach.
Yes, the more behaved thing to do right now would be to carry on my merry way. What have I got myself into? I suppose it's all the more reason to really bank on the room rate. See what it can do for me. If I need to pour money into the cause to make my life easier as I take these obscene risks, so be it. At this point. Still, yeah, this is not the time to be in Yorkshire for sewers, I think. I still have some things to tide me over, but oh, Jesus. I'm not really sharing the river anymore, am I? Apparently I'm not that far away from the herbalist though. So apparently this is familiar territory. Yes, you can see Radovid's flagship. Okay. You have such... There's such good loot here, but it's just not good practice to go to a herbalist and just start jumping around flower beds and whatnot. It's just... no. Hello, you.
Greetings. Is it herbs you seek? Medicines to mute a bashful maid's inhibitions? Or a concoction to raise your own courage for a second go?
That it? No other weeds or brews?
Aye. One to make your hair grow, another to do the opposite. An easer of pain, a calmer of heartburn. Tell me what ails you.
Nothing ails... Oh, we can play cards. Show what you got. Master Formula. I saw a guy called Griffin in Skellige, but what about you? Oh, the local herbalist. You know any Master Formulae?
Know any advanced formulae? Maybe something you could teach me?
All I know, I learned from Master Griffin of Skellige.
Aha.
Looking to apprentice yourself in the herbalist trade?
Nah, I just want to learn something new.
Call it what you will. You must sail across the Great Sea, find the Isle of Ard Skellige. There, in the sacred grove, the learned Master Grimmist will judge whether you're fit to be his pupil.
Learned. One way to put it. It's a bloody... I don't know what he wants.
Let me have a look.
Yeah, what do you have? Saltpeter? I'll grab some of that. And what else do I need? Bear fat, always welcome. You got any dog tallow on you? You have... Is that even dog tallow? Yeah, it is. Okay, those seem to be my bare essentials right now. There are a few other things I might need some time to time, but those especially seem to be the real crux of what I need all the time. We can play cards apparently, but first, I'm here about the notice.
Hear about the contract.
Whew, a taker at long last. Poverty in everyone's lips, but when you've a job to give, no one's eager. Folk are lazy, that's the truth of it.
Stick to the point if you don't mind.
Right. Sorry for the chatter. I'm anxious, is all. Been so long without any word. It's my apprentice, Falkert. I sent him to the Dead White Wood. You know, the forest near Martin Foy's farmstead. I'd run out of hand fibre, see, and the damned stuff grows thick as weeds there.
Let me guess. Hasn't returned.
Yes. No, he hasn't. Please, find him and bring him back safe and sound.
Okay, fine, I'll look for him.
No promises, but I can certainly look for him. Any distinguishing features? How will I recognize him?
Got to think on that. Well, he's a halfling, as I am. Light hair. Will that do?
It'll have to. So long.
So long indeed. Although, it is not so long. We have some Gwent to play, me and you. Come here. We're gonna play.